In this video, we're going to take a look at the Hyper Editor. I want to change my drum groove on this new section, and we're going to program it up there. I'm going to hit Y to open the Hyper Editor with this drum groove selected. And we see here a representation of the velocities, which isn't giving us too much useful information. I'm going to hit I to open the inspector, and the inspector updates to display parameters pertinent to the Hyper Editor. Now at the bottom here, there's a menu where I hold on this triangle and I can switch between MIDI controls, which is what we're seeing now, and GM Drum Kit. Now this gives us a mapping of all the drum sounds. So here I can see the groove. Let me resize this a little. There's our region up there. I can see our groove right there. Kick, snare, snare drum 2, etc. Hi-hats. And what I want to do is I want to program a new part in. I'm going to delete this from the arrange window, delete our original part. But I have to have a region there in order to draw in the Hyper Editor. So with the halo around this upper part, meaning the arrange window, I'm going to hit escape and select my pencil tool and click hold and create a little blank region and resize it and set it to be 4 bars long. I'm going to double hit escape to go back to our regular tool. And there's a blank region, and we can now draw notes in here. So now when I click down here, watch the inspector update. Now it's displaying parameters. Now I'm going to zoom here. I can use the same zoom commands, Option and Control. And I can scroll and put in parts like that. Now what I want to do is I want to put in a kick part, and I can have a separate grid for each lane. I'm going to set this to 16B for now, since that's what we've been working with. And I'm going to put some notes in. Now the default length, or the default parameters for each note are set here. The default length is going to be 1/16 note long like this. And let's draw in some notes and see what happens. I'm going to position this back to bar 10. There we go. And I'm going to hit escape, and I'll get my tools that are pertinent to the Hyper Editor. And I'm going to choose the pencil tool. And again, you'll see here in the info tag the positioning, bar 10, the downbeat, C1, and it's showing me the velocities that go up and down. I'll put it around there. I'll put a downbeat on each one for now. And have them slightly different. That's fine. And now the snare drum, let me just find a good sound. I think I like this one. Yeah, there we go, hand clap. I'll put that on there. And let's see what this sounds like to start with. Pretty simple. Let's hear it. It's kind of a double time feel. I don't think I want that. So let's say I want to delete these now. What I'm going to do is, there we go, I'm just scrolling to get them all in view. Let me zoom a little bit so we can see things better. There we go. I'm going to just click on this hand clap lane and now hit delete, and those stocks have been removed. All right, so let's change this. I'm going to select my regular select tool and delete those. So I want them just on beat 1 and 3. Now I want to move this one. What I can do is use the shift key and move it like that. Now I'm going to option drag and create another one, and watching my info tag, place it on the 3rd beat. And let's say I'm going to select all and zoom way in and option drag all of those so I can copy the first 4 and just have them apply now to the next bars. So I should have beat 1 and 3 on each one now. So now let's put our hand claps in on 2 and 4. Pencil tool, beat 2. There we go. I accidentally put a second one in, so let me go to my pointer tool, click that one, and escape. Back to the pencil tool, escape 2, and go to beat 4. There we go. And now let's say I want to quickly copy those. I'm going to option drag. Beat 2. There we go. Select all of them and option drag one more time. There we go. So now I have 2 and 4 throughout the whole 4 bars. Let's listen to that. Nice. Let's add some hi-hat. I'm going to go here to the closed hi-hat, and I'm going to take the pencil tool again, and I'm going to draw a random line of 16th notes. This is set to 16. Let me set it to 16B. And watch how I can draw random velocities in 16th notes. Let's hear what that sounds like. So really easy to shape the velocities like that. I'm going to click there and hit delete. And I didn't have that lane selected when I chose 16B. Let me go back now and choose 16B. There we go. Let's try that again. Let's hear that. Not bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click in some random notes. I don't really know where I'm putting them. I'm just going random here. Some two together, some are not. And I'll stick in an open hi-hat. Let's hear what that sounds like. Not bad, just some random notes placed in. Now you'll notice this hi-hat mode indicator here. I'm going to select there so you don't get this grayed out, but you'll see this little line here indicating these three are joined together. That's a hi-hat mode, meaning that two notes can't sound at the same time when they're in that group. So when I have closed hi-hat and an open hi-hat, they both won't fall on the exact same beat, because in real life you don't play a closed hi-hat and open hi-hat together. So hi-hat mode allows for those to act monophonically, and you can add or subtract to that mode just by extending the selection like that. But let's leave it like that for now. So there you go, some Hyper Editor basics. The pencil tool for drawing in notes, the length of the stalks controls the velocity. You can use the Shift key to select and move notes, and you can set parameters for the lanes here. You can have individual quantized values per lane, which is very useful. And you can set the default lengths. In this case, they're drum hits, so the length isn't particularly important, so I just left it at the default. And you can program in parts like that. So there you go, Hyper Editor 101. Have fun, experiment, enjoy, and I'll see you for more next time.